Well. Jadeveon Clowney was in Dallas today, and we don't know what to make of it. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Let's go! We don't have much time right now, but we will be back for Cowboys After Dark tonight, Mondays, Wednesdays, Sundays. It is Wednesday night. Well, in actuality, it'll be on Thursday morning. But nevertheless, let's talk for a little bit. Let's talk Cowboys. Let's rock. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this live stream, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And yes, we are live. And if you haven't become a channel member or subscriber yet, please do. Now let's talk facts. So, y'all know what today is. It's Wednesday. Gotta go do Bible study, but we're gonna get it in before we go. And so, today we're only gonna be talking about two issues. Jadeveon Clowney and the Schotty presser. We're gonna deal with both of those. So it's gonna be a very simple show today. And man, let's just get this thing rocking. We don't have as much time as we normally would. So let's get this thing rocking today. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Let's go. Let's go. No roll call change music. No roll call music today. We're gonna get it going with this. Booby D in here. What's going on? Got my back. I'm ready to roll now. John Henry up in this thing. What's going on? Miss Matrix, what's going on with you, my sister? Reading Zaguini, what's going on? Appreciate you. He said the best show on YouTube. Let's go. Lord Nova, let's go. He said just got off work right on time. Let's go. Dominique Pittman, yes, it's time to bless him with some Cowboys. Let's go. Richard Owens up in this thing. What's up with you? Derek G, yes, sir, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the support. Boy, let's go. I'm very excited to talk about this thing with Jadeveon Clowney. Robert Davis, what's going on with you? He says, shout out to all the Dallas Cowboy fans. Let's go. Cowboys Nation 600 up in here. What's going on? Double Star 88 up in this thing. AJ Davis, Ty Howard, what up? William Dansby, Inglewood Trojans, let's go. John Jones said, what up, G Money? I said it's a new Check City. Let's go. Bloody Cabal up in here. Hey, what up with you? Good to see you. Mr. Get More. Let's get more. Let's go. Richard Green up in here. Let's get this thing going. Ty Howard. Carl Alder with that sharp 72 Chevelle. What's going on? Justin Durham. Davion Wallace up in here. Man, let me tell you, we're going to talk about Clowney. We are going to talk about Clowney. Hallelujah. Salute. What's going on with you? Good to see you. B. Turner. Mo. Ski. Let's go. Minister Reggie Smith. What up with you? Let's go. Sean Spring up in this thing. All right, we'll get some more people as they come in. I want to go ahead and get started today. So I want to talk about Jadeveon Clowney first. I want to talk about Jadeveon Clowney. Devil Dog, what's going on? I want to talk about Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney would be such a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys would not be getting Jadeveon Clowney. A lot of people think that the Jadeveon Clowney signing would be about replacing Micah Parsons. I really want people to just let the Micah Parsons stuff go. It's not about replacing Micah Parsons. It's about this new team. It's about this 2025 Dallas Cowboy team. That's all we're worried about. All we're worried about is this Dallas Cowboy team. It's the only thing we're worried about. We don't need to worry about anything else. And so Jadeveon Clowney, I'm telling us, Jadeveon Clowney he would be a great addition to the Cowboys from this perspective. He's more of a DeMarcus Lawrence type of edge rusher than he is closer to Michael Parsons. And the reason why I say that is because this dude has been a bona fide run stopper. This dude has been a bona fide run stopper. And I think he would definitely be a great addition to the Cowboys from that perspective because he can rush the passer and he can stop the run. And I do think, contrary to what a lot of people are saying about the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are very concerned about stopping the run. I think the Cowboys are very concerned about stopping the run. And it is a priority for them. But I do think what they noticed, on Thursday night is even though they were able to stop the run, but we also noticed that Sam Williams lost containment. Dante Fowler lost containment. When you look at Jadeveon Clowney can stop. He not only can rush the passer, but the thing about him, he can stop the run. This dude is a hustler in the run game. This is why you want Jadeveon Clowney. Let's check out Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, I'm telling you, this dude's a run stopper, man. This dude's a run stopper. Doesn't mean he wouldn't help in the passing game. But this dude is an absolute run stopper in the grand scheme of things. 6'5", 266 pounds, former first round pick. I mean, if there is a theme of the 2025 season, it is the former first round pick. The Dallas Cowboys, I mean, this is what they've done all off season. Bring in former first round picks. People that can steal that either they didn't get a chance, injured, still got credit. I mean, still got something left in the tank. And then we got Clowney. Clowney is one of these guys. He's now a journeyman. I mean, I said this before. Man, once you get past 30, you're a journeyman. I mean, unless you already got a contract. If you no longer have a contract by the time you turn 30, you're pretty much going to be a journeyman player. Jadeveon Clowney has hit that mark of being a journeyman player. Former first round pick. Boy, I remember when this dude was coming out of college. Whoa, boy. This dude, the hype was so big around Jadeveon Clowney. It was insane. And he was known for that one hit. He was already a monster in college. But boy, that one hit when he hit that dude and knocked that helmet off, everybody went crazy over this dude. And, you know, Jadeveon Clowney, to me, he's kind of like, you saw a car when it first came out and you wanted it, a very, very, very nice car, top of the line car, but you was kind of like, man, only if I could get that car. But you know it's out of your price range. But then about 3 or 4 years later, that car has been on the market for a while. And you may be able to get your dream car at a very good price because now it's used. And it's still a good car. This is kind of where I see Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney got some miles on him. But I do believe that Jadeveon Clowney, appreciate your call for 2 months of membership. This dude, Jadeveon Clowney, he got something left in the tank. And he's made for a team like the Dallas Cowboys. Jadeveon Clowney is made for a team like the Dallas Cowboys and where they are now. The Cowboys, if you listen to Jerry Jones said, we're in win now mode. Well, Jadeveon Clowney is a very good win now piece. Let's look at Jadeveon Clowney's stats over the last 4 seasons. Jadeveon Clowney's stats, the last 4 years, Carolina, Baltimore, and then 2 years with Cleveland. He's kind of moved around a little bit. He's gotten paid in that time too, and we're going to talk about his contract from last year with the Carolina Panthers and kind of what the Cowboys would have to be probably looking at to sign Jadeveon Clowney. He came to Dallas today. I saw the pictures. You saw it in the thumbnail. He came to Dallas, but he left Dallas. He left without a contract. From what my understanding is, they wanted to get him in for a visit, get a physical, and maybe over the next 24 hours or 48 hours, Jadeveon Clowney will be a Dallas Cowboy. I'm really hoping that he does become a Dallas Cowboy. Jeffrey Hawthorne, he said they need a mentor, and I believe you're right about it. Even though I believe Marshawn Kneeland is the DeMarcus Lawrence replacement, Jadeveon Clowney is even closer to DeMarcus Lawrence as far as what type of player he is. And I think that Jadeveon Clowney could really, really help Marshawn Kneeland. I think he would be great for Marshawn Kneeland because Marshawn Kneeland is really turning out to be a very good defensive end for us. I'm telling you, he looks very good for us. Mo Ski, he said, talk about it, G. He said, new team look better than they have in the past 4 years. No doubt. Team was on point and finally made adjustments. Just got to get Pickens more targets and blew in the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And a little bit more tweaking. More film is coming out where we got to get a little bit more tweaking just overall in our wide receiver room. But the room is set. It's very good. And so the Cowboys, also, we got to get Maurice Leofau out there on that field to be a spy for us. He needs to spy all the quarterbacks for the rest of the season because we're going to be playing, for the most part, some very mobile quarterbacks. But the Cowboys are looking good, man. And I do think this dude, Jadeveon Clowney, would be a great addition. He's not the Michael Parsons replacement. I'm just telling y'all, we don't have to worry about the Michael Parsons replacement. In my estimation, by mid-season, you watch how this defense looks. And I'm not even interested in us being third in sacks anymore. We've been there, we've done it. We had 52 sacks last year. Been there and done it. Didn't make the playoffs. What I'm more concerned about is us stopping the run, and our defensive tackle game being on point. Because if the more Kenny Clark gets acclimated, and the more Kenny Clark and Oso Digizua is able to push pockets into the lap of quarterbacks, everybody's not Jalen Hurts. Understand, the Cowboys probably have 4 or 5 sacks if it wasn't Jalen Hurts on Thursday. I'm telling you, everybody's not Jalen Hurts. And this is why when I'm thinking about this game, I was sitting down this morning, I was thinking about who the Cowboys played. Do we not realize that people have the Eagles power ranked as the number 1 team in the league? The Eagles are a very good team. They are a very good team and may arguably be the best team in the league. Well, if they're the best team in the league and we basically beat ourselves against them, then what does that say about us? So we need to understand what we saw on Thursday will not be the same against other teams because other teams don't have what the Eagles have. You watch what I tell you. This team is going to be fine from a pass rush standpoint. Ezraku is going to turn it on. You watch what I tell you. He'll turn it on. Dante Fowler will turn it on. James Houston's going to turn it on. Sam Williams is going to turn it on. I'm telling us, we're better than people even understand what we are right now. I don't even think we totally understand what we are right now. I don't even think we totally understand just how good this team can be. I'm telling us, this team is good to go. Jadeveon Clowney is not the Michael Parsons replacement. And people keep talking about, yeah, man, yeah, if they do this, it'll make people feel better about Michael Parsons. I don't care. This team is not about trying to please the fan base and make people feel better about Michael Parsons. Bro, we trying to go for the chip. We're not worried about this other stuff. Star Guardian X, what's going on? Heard the Clowney left already without a contract. Appreciate that super chat. Yeah, for now. For now. Let's see how it turns out. Sean Springer said, great analogy, G. Oh, man, I'm telling you. My Hallelujah said my 2013 Audi still hit them corners, G. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm not going to tell you the year, mate, but I got my wife an SUV the other day. A friend of mine had a great deal on it. And I'm telling you, man, what is a used car to someone else is a new car to you. And this thing looks good. It was one of those cars I looked at back in the day and I was like, man, I'd love to have one of those. Well, we got one. And it's brand new to us. And this thing is running good. And that's kind of how it is when you can get a player like a Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, you wish you could have got him when he first came out, but, you know, now that he's available, he's not, you know, he's not necessarily what he used to be. But he still got some miles left on him. I'd love to have him. Yeah, Eyes on the Hood, he said, gee, have better that car you wanted been owned by a few owners, but it still moves and run good. Hey, no, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Eyes on the Hoodie. I'm telling you. If I'm the Cowboys, I bring in Jadeveon Clowney. Let's kind of look at his stats real quick, and then we're going to go and listen to Brian Schottenheimer, because Brian Schottenheimer is also going to bring up Jadeveon Clowney. Last 4 seasons, 2024. This dude looked pretty good. Last 4 seasons. He was with Carolina 2024, 14 games played, 46 tackles, 5.5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 0 forced fumbles. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm telling you now, I'll take it. I will take that in a heartbeat. Jeffrey Hawthorne, you're exactly right. Quarterback and backfield disruption is not a stat. This guy disrupts offenses. Yes. Yes. This guy defies the stat nerds. And there's nothing wrong with stats. I just say that because Boss Cowboy, he coined that term. I didn't realize he coined that term. But again, this dude, Jadeveon Clowney, defies stat nerds. Jadeveon Clowney is exactly what I was talking about last night. There needs to be a stat of not quarterback pressures, the result of a quarterback pressure. That needs to be an actual stat. So we can see what was the result of a pressure. Jadeveon Clowney is one of those guys that you actually have to go look at the tape. And when you look at the tape, you go, whoa, Jadeveon Clowney jumps off the tape still. You're like, this dude here is playing. This dude is playing to the whistle blows. This dude is in pursuit on run plays. This dude can still play this game. 2023, 17 games played Baltimore. He played really well with the Baltimore Ravens. Really, really well with the Baltimore Ravens. 43 tackles, 9.5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. This dude can play this game. Cleveland, he was a menace. 12 game played, more so in 2021. 12 games played, 28 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. 2021, he was 14 games played, 37 tackles, 9 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. Jadeveon Clowney is a disruptor. Jadeveon Clowney is a disruptor, and he would be a great addition. He would be a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys, and I believe the Dallas Cowboys need to be just, man, we ought to be excited if this dude comes in. We ought to be excited. Sean Brown, he up in the name dropping. Sean Brown said, Clowney's my wife's cousin. Hey, Sean, Cowboys, tell him to give us a discount. We're going to move over to Brian Schottenheimer here in just a moment. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Y'all hit that like button if you haven't. Now, I was also, right before I got on, I wanted to peek at his contract. And this may be the hold up, at least at this point, so we'll see what happens. I meant to put that in my graphics, and I didn't think about it till the last minute. But this was his 2024 contract. But I still say the Cowboys, if I'm the Cowboys, I'm going to be I would be willing to pay a similar contract to Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney signed a 2-year, $20 million contract with the Carolina Panthers in 2024. The deal includes $12 million guaranteed. That was actually the contract. I don't care nothing about them front end numbers. Tell me what the guaranteed money is. His deal was $12 million guaranteed and an average annual salary of $10 million. For the 2024 season, the terms of this contract were active until the Panthers released him in May of 2025. If I were the Cowboys, I would sign him to a similar deal. I would sign him if he would be willing. I'd sign him somewhere to between maybe between $8 and $10 million as his annual salary, and see if maybe we can get him in incentive laden. Maybe we can get him up to 15 if you'll get us 7 sacks, 50 tackles, blah, blah, blah. But if I were the Cowboys, this would not be a problem. The Cowboys have $39 million under the salary cap right now, and this is where I would be going with, I would definitely be willing to sign Jadeveon Clowney. I'm sure you can work magic with that deal, kick and maybe even do a void year. You can kick money down the road just a little bit. But if I'm the Cowboys, I'm bringing in Jadeveon Clowney. And I can just tell by y'all's comments, y'all feel the same way. Bring in Jadeveon Clowney. Bring in Jadeveon Clowney. Most key. Yes, they look good. I think Trayvon Diggs only played 27 snaps. He looked good on those 27 snaps. So that also lets you know that everyone else who played cornerback looked really good too. So I'm very good with where the Cowboys are just overall. Daniel M., what's going on, my right-hand man? He said, guys, breaking news. Okay, Daniel M., break the news. Did we sign Clowney? Oh, yeah. I got that up here too. Man, let me tell you something. Deron Bland. This is a tragedy. I hope it's not serious. Deron Bland has a foot injury again. I hope it's not serious. But yep, he has a foot injury again. I saw it today. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on Cowboys After Dark tonight. All right, let's read these super chats, and then we're gonna get over to Brian Schottenheimer. Appreciate y'all rocking with me today. Star Guardian X, appreciate that $5 super chat. Star Guardian said, I love that it finally sounds like opponents don't know what they are getting because Shotty is scheming based on the team we're facing. Love it, G. Yeah, Shotty is one of these guys. The reason why I like Shotty is not afraid to adapt his plays, whatever's working in the league, adapt it to whoever he's playing. I love Shotty and his versatility. Moski, appreciate these 2 super chats for $1.99. Let me read them in succession. Appreciate you. Mo3 Ski, he said, I have 4 number 11 jerseys for the Lolo. He said, not new but used. I see you. Hey, them things may be classics, man. Them things are classics. My sister Nisi, what's going on with you? Alfredo El Truco up in this thing. Ratio now, Rationale, what's going on? Yes, sir, I'm like you. Sign him. Sign him. I hope the Cowboys sign him. I hope we wake up tomorrow and they sign him. Rationale said his experience is invaluable to these young edge rushers. Sign Clowney. I'm with you. Sign him. Sign him. And I'm hoping that maybe by tomorrow, D-Money, what's going on? I hope by tomorrow maybe we hear they signed him. Yeah, he could definitely help our young guys for sure, Sean Springer. I want the Cowboys to sign him. Michael Talib, what's going on? He said, I've been watching you, good brother, and I don't like but love your show. Appreciate you. Yeah. David McLemore, that's going to be that's probably what the holdup is right now. I mean, I say that might be a little bit of a holdup, but the money has to be right. But if I am the Cowboys, I'm signing this dude. I am signing this dude, and I'm not going to let it go more than 2 days. Because y'all already know right now, the moment somebody started talking, the Cowboys start talking about signing players, Other people too. Other people too start talking about signing him. Nisi said, I've been waiting on this signing for years. Come on, Jerry. Nisi, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? When I was explaining earlier, you see this brand new car come out, and you know at this point, you like, man, I cannot afford this car. You keep your eye on that car for years. 4 or 5 years down the line, that thing has depreciated in value. But it hasn't depreciated in value to you. You like, now I'm going to get that car. I've always wanted it. I got it. Let's get it. Hey, I'm like you. I'm waiting on it. Let's get this dude. Let's get this dude, and let's get this dude now. I would love to get this dude. Man, don't even do it, Jay Legend. Don't even say it. I was praying that Jerry Jones would have brought in Hassan Reddick. That I think it was last year. I was wanting Hassan Reddick was out there for a while, man. I was hoping the Cowboys were going to bring in Hassan Reddick. Boy, I was hoping. They didn't bring him in. Philly 600, what's going on with you? T-Block 88 up in here. What's going on, my good brother? Good to see you. What's going on? Yeah. Dansby said, bring in Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, Willie Vesser. He said Clowney left, but he's still in Dallas. He's still in Dallas. Cowboys said they are staying in touch, waiting on a physical to come back. Man, sign this dude, man. Sign this dude. I'm excited. I hope the Cowboys get him signed by tomorrow. Azteca, boy, I'm waiting on Stephon Gilmore. I've been waiting on that the entire season. Sierra, what's going on? Jadeveon Clowney will be a big factor. I believe so, too. This dude is very, very, very good. This dude is very, very good in the run game. And I'm telling you, he's not just good in the run game, but it's his containment in the run game. It's his containment in the run game. And that's what I like about him. Carolina Cowboy, what's going on? He said, I agree with you. Bring Clowney in and sign him. Just like the Eagles brought in mercenaries to get to the first Super Bowl. Man, you got to get him. You got to get him. Nubian King, again, bro, we waiting on Gilly. Yes, sir, we are waiting on Gilly. Believe me when I tell you, we waiting on Gilly. Nisa says, Shotty is shopping for groceries. And he's on with on the checkout line. Jerry paid for them groceries. Yeah. Yeah, Sean Springer, he's very versatile. He can play inside too. Yeah. Yes, sir, D-Block, I'm telling you, I'm hoping within 24 hours, the Cowboys have signed Jadeveon Clowney. So from what my understanding is, the goal was to bring him in, interview, physical, let him look around. So after he passed the physical, I'm hoping that we had this man playing against the Giants. But we have him playing against the Giants. Lost in Translation said, I like how the Cowboys are bringing in experienced, proven vets. These young guys and these young guys can learn from them. Yeah, because, man, we are so young. I think we're the 4th youngest team out there. Roy Clay, what up with you? He said, shout out to UG from Little Rock, Arkansas. Let's talk facts. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Cowboys have gotten so young. It's good to bring in a player like Clowney. Yeah, I don't know exactly what has happened to Bland. All I know is he's in a boot. I'm just hoping that it's not serious. But appreciate your D-Block 88. He said, bless you, G. Bless you, too. Man, hey, I'm hoping it's not serious. Bland just got that contract, too. Oh, Poobie D, don't speak that into existence. Don't say we not going to sign him, Poobie D. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it, Poobie D. Don't say we're not going to sign him. Let's just hope we sign him. Let's hope we sign him. All right, we're going to get over here to, let's get over here to Brian Schottenheimer. I want to listen to this thing with Brian Schottenheimer, see what he's talking about today. Hadn't listened to it, but I did hear that he did talk about Jadeveon Clowney. So I'm very interested in that. See what he had to say about Jadeveon Clowney. I'm telling y'all this, though. Man, I am absolutely loving this Dallas Cowboys team. I mean, this Dallas Cowboys team, man, the players, they just have a whole different attitude. And I love the attitude. I love the intensity. Both three skis said we are in the now and later mode. Bets plus draft picks. Yes, sir. Appreciate that super chat. Yes, sir. All right, let's get on over here and check out old Brian. See what he has to tell us today. Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Brian Schottenheimer kind of putting, Brian Schottenheimer put this man, Jaden Blue, on Front Street. I mean, Brian Schottenheimer put this man on Front Street, man. I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm just like, man, I'll tell you this. Shoot. You better not, man, you better not have thin skin, because some of the stuff they're doing, I don't quite understand it. Gregory, I am not sure about Perion Winfrey, but I hope he gets off soon, because this dude, man, this is his second chance. I don't want the dude not making the team or being cut later on because of injury. Your best ability is availability. And when you are coming from where he's come from, man, you need to be healthy. So I'm hoping he gets healthy right now, soon. Brian Worley said the more help to stop the run, bring him in right now. Yeah, I'm ready to bring him in right now. Check run affiliation. He said, let's do some clowning right now. Yes, sir. Let's bring him in. All right, we got up old Brian Schottenheimer. But man, I'm telling you, boy, Brian put this man on Front Street. I hope that's a sign that he's gonna play this week, and maybe he'll play with some anger. Lonnie Cabal said, Clarence Hill just said he got word that the Cowboys are probably not going to sign Clowney. Oh, man. All right. We'll see. Dolores Betty Boot, what's up? Reality Cowboy, what's going on? Man. All right, let's see what Brian says anyway. Let's check him out.
Bad, man. No, you don't? You don't feel bad? Okay.
And I knew about it too. But
Oh, okay. There you go.
I knew about it too.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, no. We're friends a long time. He'll be all right.
Okay, good.
You okay? See?
He looks okay.
Yeah, he looks okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to the head coach here. If you don't mind.
How about that?
Yeah, wait your turn. Wait your turn there, sir.
Sorry. Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Looks like you're bringing in Mr. Clowney in for a visit. Your thought process about why you bring him in?
Well, I could go back to Seattle days. I was with him there. Guy's, really good football player. He's missed playing the game a little bit, and the film obviously looks good. And we're always in the business of seeing what's out there and keeping an eye on all good football players. But I would say the personal relationship I have with him, the problems I know he can create both in the run and the pass, is the main reason he's here.
How much did that Eagles game prompt this? Did that tell you anything, or was this something that you were thinking about doing before that?
No, this is something that, again, we've just been monitoring. We'll do it with every position. Again, I feel great about our defensive line depth. But, anytime you have a chance to potentially add good football players, why wouldn't you kick the tires?
Clarence Hill, Dallas Cowboys, just piggybacking on that, what can a veteran like that bring to that young? Clearly, you like a young group of pass rushers, but what can he bring? Certainly, he's strong against the run and shows as an experienced pass rusher.
Yeah, again, I think there's value in being a vet. There's value in the experience that they have and some of the technique stuff that they've learned over the years. And it's funny talking to Jadeveon. I was asking, I was like, okay, what's your go-to move? Because and so he was sharing some of his secrets. And just to hear these guys that are vets talk about in detail, like the different moves and the swim and the long arm and stuff like that, it's fascinating. And here's a guy when he first came into the league that he just went out and played. And now as you get a little older, and it's like me getting out of bed in the morning a little bit, you have to think a little bit more about what you want to do and how you want to do it. But in terms of young players, if we do it, this would not stop progress. You need to play all these guys, and you can add veterans and not stop progress of young guys. It's all about the rep count.
Subscribe to the theory, keep what's strong. Yeah, you believe in those guys. What's wrong with adding to that spot?
Yeah, I do. I think anytime you can add your roster in any position, it's a good thing, because this is a very physical game. We all know that, and your roster can look very different from one week, from one practice, from 3 games to the next. And so you got to be mindful of that. And but the biggest thing for me is always going to be the fit, so the fit with us and the fit with Flus and the defense and White Cotton and those guys. But, yeah, we're just doing our homework.
Brian, Todd Archer with ESPN. Does this game this week take on added importance because it's your second division.
Okay. Before we go any further, Clarence Hill, early word from inside the Star is the Cowboys are probably not going to sign Jadeveon Clowney. Wishful thinking. We'll see how it turns out. But it looks like they're not going to sign him, or at least this is what Clarence Hill is hearing. They're not going to sign him. All right, let's continue.
Division game, it's not just your first home game. Like, you don't want to get too much in a hole at all in the division.
No, we don't think that way, Todd. I think, it's important because it's the next game. It's another championship opportunity. Again, like I said, we feel like, we played well enough in spots to beat Philadelphia, but we didn't. So you don't look back, you look forward. But, we don't look at, okay, this is a must-win, it's got to be that. We just go play the game. And I really do believe that if you start thinking the other way, I think it kind of distracts you from the main thing, which is if you go and play well, you have the best chance of winning.
You've been around when this team won pretty much every game at AT&T, and then last year it was a struggle at home. How important is to get a home field advantage?
I'm a big believer in home field advantage. I think the fans make a huge difference here. So hopefully, we're playing well and they're into it. I think they will be. I think they're excited about what they see from this group of young men, and I expect it to be packed.
John Schroeder with The Athletic. Any update on Malik Hooker? He was in on a practice on Monday.
Yeah, again, we'll see how he looks today. Just, again, getting some stuff done on his foot, but should be okay, but we'll see how he does today.
And then you had a long day to wait before the season opener. How different will this game be, and what do you think that your pre-game ritual or process will be like in terms of getting to the stadium and things like that?
Yeah, I'm not an early at the stadium guy. I'm not a guy who wants to get there 5 hours before the game. I don't really like sitting around. I would say most of the time, when you play noon games, which we don't play very many of them, most of your prep work is done the night before. Like when you lay your head down Saturday night, you should feel really good. Hey, this is the openers. This is what we're doing. Hey, I feel really good about that. Whereas against Philadelphia or the primetime games, even the 325 games, you just have a little bit more time to kind of, get some rest, get up in the morning, kind of look over the call sheet one more time. But, I enjoy noon games. We'll play them anytime, anywhere. But it is a little bit different how you approach them.
I'll tell you this. This New York Giants game may actually be bigger than the Philadelphia Eagle game. This Giants game may absolutely be bigger than the Philadelphia Eagles game. Nobody expected us to win the Philadelphia Eagle game. I mean, we did. We did. Don't let me say nobody. But the majority of the public didn't really. The majority of the public didn't really think that the Cowboys were going. I mean, the majority of the prognosticators, they didn't think the Cowboys were going to win. I mean, we did. There were a lot of Cowboys fans who were shocked that the Cowboys were even that close. So nobody expected it. But the reason why this game is such a big deal, the Cowboys were 2-7 at home last year. 2-7. We came out against I almost said trash. We came out against the terrible New Orleans Saints. Man, the way the New Orleans Saints beat us like a drum, people had them boys predicted to go to the Super Bowl. Man, please. The collapse after the Saints beat the Cowboys was epic. We got beat at home by the Saints 19-44. This is a big game for Brian Schottenheimer. First home game as a coach. Need to get his first win as a coach. We need to be 1-1 by the end of this coming week or at the beginning of next week, Sunday being the first day of the week. This is a big game, especially with the way they played the Eagles. You set a standard now. We're not expecting anything less. We're not expecting anything less than the effort that we saw against the New York Giants. This is a huge game. This is a huge game. So many ramifications. You can't go 0-2 in the division. You can't do it. You have got to beat the New York Giants. The Cowboys have got to really be up, because I'm telling you this, the New York Giants are going to be coming hard. They're going to be coming hard because they have a very good defensive line. It's their strength. This is what they're going to do. They're going to really come hard with that defensive line they have. And I will not be surprised if not only do they come hard with that defensive line, I will not be surprised if they come hard with additional blitzers to try to get at Dak Prescott, which is going to leave some one-on-one somewhere. And so the Cowboys are going to have to be ready. But this is a huge game. It's an epic game. The Cowboys were 2-7 last year. 2-7 at home. This is huge.
Nick Harris, Forward Star Telegram. Going back to Clowney, your time with him in Seattle, is there anything that jumps to mind from that year y'all had together?
No, just how disruptive he can be. You know, he's really good against both the run and the pass, and violent. You know, player, plays the game the right way. Love his length, and but it was really good just to catch up. And he's a dad now. He got a couple kids, and he's actually been coaching his son's football team. So I think that's cool to see these guys as they grow up. They start having families.
And I know in normal years it takes about 4 or 5 weeks to kind of throw an entire offensive system out on film. Is that different with it being a first-year system under you play calling, and how much do you feel like you still have in the bag coming out of week 1?
Quite a bit. I mean, you know, we want to be multiple, Nick. You know that, and we do a good job of self-scouting ourselves. I would agree with that. I don't know whether the number's 4 games, 5 games, whatever it is, but we've got a philosophy of what we want to do. That doesn't change. We certainly have plays each week that we look at, we see that we like, that match up against a very, very good defense this week with the Giants. Big fan of Shane Bowen and his style coming from, you know, Romeo Crennel and Mike Vrabel and those guys. I think he does a really good job. It's a well-coached football team we're getting ready to play. But, you know, you're always looking to tweak things, and hopefully week 10, week 15, and beyond, we're still keeping people off balance.
Nicole?
Nicole, just in Dallas Cowboys TV, what's the next step for your run game from what you saw in week 1, and what are you looking to build up upon?
You know, I wish we would have got a few more explosives. You know, we had one, Miles, you know, that got out. I think we were close on a couple. I think that's how you run the ball really, really well in this league, is through explosive runs. I think that was one of the things that I loved about looking at the Arizona film when we were going through the process of a Clayton Adams run game. But again, the way we game plan is we're very, you know, everybody's involved and everybody has a voice. And I think it's cool when you see the different builds that, you know, guys like Derek Foster come up with and things like that. L-Dub does a great job in the run game as well. But I would say, so, you know, pop a few more explosives just because it helps you score points and it flips the field, and explosive plays matter in this league.
Well, I think if you want explosive plays, I really do think you're going to have to get Jaden Blue involved. They have got to get Jaden Blue involved. Not only do they need to get Jaden Blue involved, I think the Cowboys are using Kevontae Turpin too much as a traditional third wide receiver. I mean, they have him running like, I mean, they're literally playing him like he's just a traditional third receiver, when that's really not what he is. Kevontae Turpin is a speedster. He's more of a gadget guy. And I think with Kevontae Turpin, you got to figure out how to get him in space. That's what you got to do with Turpin. Get him in space so he can create. You want to be explosive in the run game? I think you're going to have to try out Jaden Blue. I think you're going to have to try out Jaden Blue. He is the explosive running back you have right now. You know, and again, I'm hoping that what they're using is psychology to a degree. And I'm hoping they're really revving up this dude, Jaden Blue, to make sure when you get out there, you better prove that you're worthy of being the starter. You can be a starting running back in this league. I guess that's what's going on with him. But Jaden Blue is the explosive running back on this team. You got to see what he is. And we can't be waiting until game 4 to see what Jaden Blue is. Because I think he needs a warm-up game before he goes against Green Bay. Green Bay had a very good defense before Michael Parsons. They have a very good defense now. They have a very, very good defense now that they have Michael Parsons. We're going to see how it turns out for the rest of the year. They need to have this running game humming on all cylinders when they go up against Green Bay. They need to know what Jaden Blue is. Because I'm telling you, doggone it, if the dude can't get it together, then go get somebody. Go. I would like to know what's going on. What is the dude doing? And I'm just telling you, I know some people don't like this, but somebody said it yesterday. Sometimes players do play better in games. I know some people don't like that, but some people play better in games. But obviously, Shotty is a practice guy. And he's wanting to see something in practice. I'm struggling with that because you still got to tell me what Miles Sanders is showing you in practice. Now, he did pop a 49-yard run. But other than that, and then, when you start talking about the linebacking crew, what are you telling me about Maurice Leofau? What are you telling me about him in practice versus those other guys in practice? I'm struggling with some of this stuff, and the reason why I'm struggling, I don't know everything. But I'll tell you this. We got to get that guy. We got to get this dude, Jaden Blue, in the game. We got to figure out what he is. Because if we're saying he's way on down the line, well, maybe we need to start figuring out something in case by the time we do let him get in on down the line, he ain't ready. Yeah, Mo 3 ski. I'm not sure what's going on with this. I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I heard that Vosh Lombardi and Brian Broaddus reported there's some practice issues with him. So we'll see what it is. We'll see. But I'm really, really interested in this dude. I want to see what he is. I want to see what he is. Keek, he's kind of got some good news for us. Keek said, Rappaport said no immediate signing of Clowney. I'm hoping in the next 24 hours. I know God don't care about football, but I'm going to be praying about this. I'm going to be praying about this. Yeah, Justin Bradley said there's a reason why he's not on the squad up until this point. I think a part of it is the money. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, I'm with you, John Hilton. Sign Gilmore. Man, this thing with the run blends got me a little bit concerned. Kevin Evans said we need to keep our moves quiet before the teams try stealing our hopefuls. Kevin Evans, it is hard to keep things quiet with the Cowboys. It is just so hard for them to keep things quiet. So we'll see. J. Lou from the 903 up in here. What's going on? Poopy D said, D-Block, we not. Man, D-Block said, I knew he wasn't going to do it. Hold on. It ain't over. It is not over. He's still in Dallas. I'm sure he hasn't boarded the plane yet. The Cowboys may just be trying to see what's going on. I mean, let the physical, pass the physical. Let's start talking the contract. Bam Bam Gang said, what up, G? The Bland injury might have affected the Clowney signing. Man, I got to know what's going on with Bland. Mike McCain, he said, I'm absolutely sick of the Cowboys bringing in all these players they absolutely need and then turn around and not sign any of them. Jerry just wanted to be talked about. Mike McCain, I think they got to – let's see what happens by tomorrow. Yeah, let's see what happens by tomorrow. Because if I'm just kind of evaluating Brian Schottenheimer's conversation about Jadeveon Clowney, it don't match probably not signing him. That don't match to me. It sounds like to me that Brian Schottenheimer wants Jadeveon Clowney here and has told Jerry Jones as much. I'm gonna wait and see. Let's see what happens when the physical is done. Let's hear what happens after the physical is passed, and then we'll see what happens. But We'll see by tomorrow. Lost in Translation said Clowney is probably going to sign. Brian smirked when they asked about Clowney. Shotty has a bad poker face. Man, I hope you're right. But from what my understanding is, they wanted to get the physical in. So let's see what happens after physical comes back. And I'm pretty sure there'll be some more conversations tonight. Probably going to see kind of like what the pay is, all that stuff is. Delta Rules, what up? I think they want to see what all the, what all the pay is, but let's see. VI Cowboys said per Bleacher Report. I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope. Gregory said we should have traded Tobin for cornerback depth. Daniel M said Clarence Hill has been wrong a lot. I'm going to hold out because, again, physical, I'm pretty sure they're going to be talking about money, and then we'll see. We'll see. Pure Gaming, I wonder what's going to happen to Tobin. Yeah, we're going to see. But I think they're going to probably wait another couple of weeks on anything as far as that goes. The wide receiver room is great. Lisa Worley, good to see you back up in here. What's going on? Lost in Translation, he is very positive and hopeful about this, so I'm going to be hopeful too. He said that's a typical Dallas smokescreen. I'm going to wait until tomorrow. Cowboys may very well sign this dude tomorrow. They may very well sign him. Tell it like it is. Pickens and Lamb over 100 this week. They better be. They better be. I'm telling you they better be. Lisa Worley, let me tell you something. Okoye Media. I saw some of his film today, Lisa Worley. And he made a joke out of it, and I thought it was very funny. He said, I can't remember how he put it, but I had to read it a couple of times. But I'm going to make a long story short. He also pointed out that CeeDee Lamb, was kind of on some of them blocking assignments. CeeDee Lamb was missing too. Yep, he went back and showed the tape. He said CeeDee Lamb was missing on some of them. CeeDee Lamb was missing on some of them blocking assignments too. Now, we already know that George Pickens was missing on some of them assignments. And I'm sure they all miss assignments from time to time. But Shotty got to go back and do a little bit of evaluating in that doggone wide receiver room. I talked about this yesterday. And, Shotty said he didn't see anything. I think he said it in this interview. Somebody played a clip of it today. Said he didn't see anything on tape. He said it yesterday. Said he didn't see anything on tape about George Pickens. I'm like, man, come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Boy, when you look at that tape, you do got to be a little bit concerned. It's some stuff going on that tape, man, with George Pickens. George Pickens, too. George Pickens, and, of course, we saw the issues with CeeDee Lamb. Nothing. I just say they're probably going to have a good talking to all of them. I'm pretty sure there's just something you're just not going to tell us. But, yeah, there's going to be some talking to them. And we'll see where it goes. They all need to be talked to. It ain't just Jalen Tolbert. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about Tolbert. Right now, I don't think wide receiver is even in the Cowboys' mirror of making any changes. I don't even think the Cowboys are in that area right now. I think where their concern is, and being honest, I think Jadeveon Clowney, Jaden Blue, they're telling you where the concern is. And I don't want to call it concern. I think they're telling you where the opportunity is. And so the opportunity is right now is the Cowboys are seeing, and I'm sure they're seeing what we saw. The Cowboys did very well on quarterback pressure, 42.4. Problem is, what was the result of the pressure? This doggone Jalen Hurts still got 5 first downs on us, and 3 of them were first down. He ran for 5 first downs, and 3 of them were backbreakers. 3 of them were backbreakers. Real Estate said he probably has a back problem like Michael Parsons. Well, a contract to solve that, if that's the case, then. Mike McCain said if they're not going to sign him, then there's no use of us talking about Clowney thing anymore. I'm still waiting. I'm still holding out hope, Mike McCain. I don't think they brought him in for nothing. I don't think they brought him in for nothing. I think they brought him in for a physical to see what he's doing. I mean, he brought him in for a physical. They'll probably start talking a little bit of numbers, and then we'll see how it turns out. Man, I'm holding out hope. Sure, I'm holding out hope, man. I'm holding out hope for a 1-year deal. Yeah, Alfredo, he's flashed, man. I showed the stats on him earlier. He's flashed. Newhouse fam up in this thing. What's going on, regulator? Man, oof. Daniel M says, sign Clowney, sign Wilkins, sign Gilmore, trade Mozzie. Boy, let me tell you something. Boy, if they were to do that, this fan base would explode. Boy, this fan base would explode. Man, I don't care what anybody say about Wilkins. You tell me anything you want to. Cowboys sign Clowney and Wilkins, the fan base going crazy. Kiss on the forehead and everything. Lost in Translation said, gee, I think this is typical load management on the low. Yeah, I think we'll see. Oh, yeah, I heard this part too, Metris Adams. I heard Blue has a problem grasping the plays, plus he's a liability in the pass protection. Well, I put it like this, Metris. Whenever you got a very talented player, I just see it, and I'm just telling you, I see it this simple. Y'all tell me what you think. When you have a very talented player, I don't care if you tell him, hey, you run to the right. That's what you tell him. That's what you tell him. If I got a very talented player that, okay, he's a liability in the pass game. Okay, I don't want him blocking. I know what he is. I don't want him blocking. He ain't picking up the plays good. Okay, let me dumb the plays down. I want him to run. Let me just tell him what I want him to do on his part. Okay, let me make this goo gaga. We're going to pitch it to you. You're going to run to the right. Find the hole. You want this dude on the edges. You want him on the edges. You want him on the edges to where he can get in that space and break this thing. This is what we're concerned with him. We just want to get him out there and see we can keep working with him on the plays. But if he's that, and I don't want to call him dumb, if he's not picking up the plays, then how long or then how long are we going to do this then? Because, again, Javonte Williams is great in the run game. I think Javonte Williams is going to even get better in the run game. Only thing about Javonte is he don't have that pop. Jaden Blue is supposed to be that pop. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on that. But I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned about, at least the world, it's just one game. Cowboys I don't even think Cowboys even in that realm right now. I don't even think they're in the realm with the Tolbert stuff yet. And not only that, if you talk about trading, if you want to trade Tolbert, well, you got to showcase him. You have to showcase him. You're going to have to give him some opportunities. If you even thinking about trading him, because if you ain't going to give him no opportunities, you're not going to get a lot for him. So I don't even think the Cowboys even there. I don't even think the Cowboys even there. I don't think they're worried about their wide receiver room. The only thing they're worried about right now in that wide receiver room is how do we get George Pickens more touches? I think that's the only place we're worried. All right, let's just do a few more minutes, then I'm going to get off here. We're going to be back tonight for Cowboys After Dark. So some of y'all going to have to catch the After Dark show tomorrow morning when you get up and go to work. But let's just do a couple more minutes. I'm going to read a couple more comments, then we're going to get out of here.
Success against Philly, what kind of tone does that set for the rest of the season for this backfield?
Yeah, again, I think we expect to be able to run the ball well against every opponent. This group is very, very good. The linebackers are downhill. I'm a huge Dexter Lawrence fan. He's fun to go against, but it's also fun to be done with it when you're done playing him because he's so big and powerful inside. But like I said, it's an exciting matchup for us. They're a very, very talented group, and it'll be a fun matchup.
Joe.
Joe White, Dallas Morning News. You mentioned on Monday that you got all your most called plays, called. What's the process for determining your must-call plays, and I guess how much impact you get or feedback you get from other people in terms of determining that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say the biggest thing is you kind of watch the week of practice. You kind of have an idea when you put them in. You know, Joe, when you look at it, you're like, okay, hey, I really kind of like this one. It draws up well. Then you watch it get executed in practice. That helps. I will say sometimes when it doesn't look good in practice, you have to force yourself to call it because you're like, look, that was just a bad rep. It still looks good. It still draws up good against their coverages and things like that. But absolutely, the coaches have a say in the openers, and Dak has a say in the openers and some of the things that they like. I never want to force a play on a quarterback. And, you know, so if there's something he's like, hey, Shotty, I don't feel that play, then we're not going to call it. But I will say that the biggest thing that you do is as you go through the week, I'll kind of make little tick marks on my script. Just like, okay, just keep your eye on that one because I like that one. I like the way it looked, and I like the way it came from the meeting room and kind of the lab, if you will, to the practice field.
All right, Cowboys After Dark, the rest of this tonight. We're going to get into it. Let me read a super chat, then I want to read some more comments. Dak fan for life, appreciate you. Yeah, I'm with you, Dak fan for life. He said, I'm sure Shotty saw what most of us saw on that tape, but in my opinion, he's not giving the media any ammo. Yeah, I agree with you. It's being handled behind closed doors. But I tell you this, he may be handling that behind closed doors, but there are some things he must be obviously strategically handling in the media because this dude put Jaden Blue on blast. Boy, he put Jaden Blue on blast. Man, we got to see how Jaden Blue going to respond to this. All right, let me show y'all this before I get out of here. And we'll talk about this more tonight, too. The Dallas Cowboys run game. A lot of people are attributing this to the Clayton Adams effect. This was the Cowboys' offensive rushing success. Okay, offensive rushing success rates week 1. Design runs only inside percent bars represent SR of that concept. Whatever all this means. But you can kind of see the legends over here going with the number. And the Cowboys, man, inside zone, the Cowboys were great running inside. Cowboys had one of the best, or had the best success rate of the day. 50%, I guess it is. No, 60%. Cowboys had the best inside zone success rate. 60%. Outside zone, they had a success rate of 40%. Power running, 75%. Other, 100%, whatever that is. And then the counterplay, Cowboys had a 100% success rate. So the Cowboys got the line blocked extremely well. The line blocked extremely well for the Cowboys. They blocked extremely well. The only thing now we just got to do is now we got to get our doggone running backs in. Now we got to figure out what's going on with Jaden Blue. Hey, Pure Gaming, give him the running back, give him the Cowboys. Pure Gaming said give him the Cowboys playbook for dummies. Pure Gaming, he laughing at what I said. Pure Gaming, I'm telling you. Man, when you get a dude that's that talented, man, we had a dude when I played back in, we had a dude so talented, man, when I played in middle school, man, we had a dude so talented, they didn't care nothing about those doggone plays. Only thing they told that dude is what direction to run in. Shoot, man, this dude ran all over everybody. Dude almost unstoppable, man. Man, sometimes when you got a dude that's talented, man, you got to dumb it down until he get it. You gotta dumb it down until you get it. I'm just telling you. Hey, run right, bro. Run left. Hey, run between Cooper. I'll get so simple. I'll tell him, hey man, run between Cooper BB and Tyler Booker, or run between Cooper BB and Tyler Smith. We'll get the playbook down eventually, but I gotta at least see what this dude is. I gotta see what this dude is. I do. All right, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I got to go. But I'll be back for Cowboys After Dark. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays. And I guess I call it Monday, Wednesdays, and Sundays. And technically it'll be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Mondays. But I'll be on tonight, no later than midnight, 12:30 at the latest. So, again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me for this hour. I'll be back tonight. For all you night owls, get your coffee ready. We'll be talking more Cowboys by then. Probably more news will be coming down. And we'll even see if there's anything out there about the run blend. Very, very concerned about the run blend and the boot issue. I do got the practice report, and I did notice where he did not practice. Very, very concerned. Just signed this big contract. Surely the Cowboys saw that. Surely they saw that. Dominique Pittman said they're saying Bland could be out a few weeks. Come on, man. Surely they saw this when they did the physical. Nevertheless, Niecy, you said it before. This is typical Cowboy stuff. This is typical Cowboy stuff. So it is what it is. Typical Cowboy stuff on the signing. But again, we needed to sign DaRon Bland. But again, man. All right. I appreciate you guys. Until the next time, God bless DC4L. Let's talk Cowboys. We talk facts. Peace.